Hi guys, welcome to this look at the Movie Maniacs Series 3 figures. Now this is part 2 because I already done a video for part 1 whereby I had the other figures from this series, but for love nor money, like explained in the previous video, I just could not get hold of the Thing figures at what could be considered a sensible price, to be honest, because I know they're very rare, and when you get them they're in broken condition. I have on this is the third Blair figure that I've actually brought, and it's in very good condition. So I'm absolutely made up that I was able to buy all 3 of these from one person on eBay, and they know who they are. I dare say they might be even watching this video, so you know who you are. Thank you ever so much. Obviously I explained to you about how much of a collector I am, and how you really made my day when obviously I was able to get these figures from you, so thank you ever so much. And of course I also said about how I wasn't really into buying the figure of Shaft. I'll be honest with you now, I've never seen the film. I probably will at some point, but how it can be classed as a movie maniac I'm not too sure. But that's my opinion, because I haven't seen the film yet. He sort of comes in the same category for me as Snake Plissken from Escape from New York, LA, that sort of character, where I don't really see how he fits in there, to be honest. Even as much as I love the Robocop figure, I don't really know how that becomes a movie maniac, to be honest. That could be a completely different line. But anyway, going completely off on the wrong tangent here. But of course I've obviously already explained about how made up I am that I've been able to get these figures, and like I say to the person on eBay, who I dare say you don't want me to say who you are, but again thank you ever so much. You've helped me complete my Movie Maniac figure collection. It was Movie Maniacs were actually the first figures I brought, being the Freddy and Jason fish tank, and all the when it first came out. So all these years later, in 2012, I finally completed it, and now I have all the should we say single figure Movie Maniac figures. So again, thank you. Right, let's have a look at the figures. That's what we're here for. Let's get Samuel L. Jackson out the way first. Don't really want to go into that. We know what they are, movie posters. Now, this is a fantastic figure, to be honest, and everybody loves Samuel L. Jackson. I'll stop doing that. But to be honest, it's an absolutely fantastic figure in the sense of you know who it is straight away as soon as you see it. You don't need to even be told that it's Shaft. I dare say you could think that it's his Nick Fury if he had an eye patch on him. You can just tell who it is straight away. I love the fact that he's got these removable sunglasses on there. I dare say if I saw the film I might like it a bit more. And he's got a little holster. He has a removable handgun as well. I don't know my guns, to be honest. I'm not one of these people that can tell you exactly what make and model gun it is and all that, which it's helpful. Some people do put it on their videos, but I don't know guns, to be honest. So I can't tell you what it is. There's not too much in the way of articulation. There's a slight bit of articulation in the foot, nothing much. Got articulation in the waist, in the shoulders, and in the neck, and in the wrists. Now that arm just fits nicely in there, and this arm you can't really do anything with it, purely because it's so straight. You can't really do anything with it. It just looks ridiculous. There's not. Oh, better not do that. There's not too much you could do with it really, apart from just obviously have it in the preset pose. So that's that. So obviously Samuel L. Jackson as Shaft. Didn't think I'd get this figure, but got him just to complete the set off. Job done. So that's that done. Now let's get to the bit I've been waiting for years. Let's do Blair first. Now you can get hold of Blair. Is easier to get hold of than Norris, to be honest. You will be able to get hold of him, and if you get him out of packet, you can get him quite cheap and all. Cheap in the sense of a rare figure. Obviously it's in a pre-posed, you can't really do anything with him, but there is quite a bit in form of articulation in the various arms coming off him. Again, this arm moves as well, wrist, this arm moves, and I'm not going to twist that wrist, to be honest. And in the head and the dog coming out of him, there's articulation in both arms and the head as well. All the tentacles are pre-sculpted, can't really do anything with them, and very breakable, to be honest. I've made a couple of repairs to this, which I'm not going to point them out because you might not notice them. If you do notice them, oh, there's one there. But all in all, it's a very brittle figure in terms of you can get him on eBay in various states of condition, to be honest. I've had ones with arms missing, this red bit here missing, this tentacle here obviously breaks off quite a lot because it's sticking out a bit. I mean, obviously you're going to get various levels of breakage going on, can't be helped. But in terms of a figure in itself, absolutely fantastic figure from a fantastic film, can't fault it. If I did have any gripes to this, it's the fact that obviously different sections are painted on different days by different people, and there's a lot of massive contrast between sections that are being painted, and obviously very visible joins as well. As in, I mean, the sections then they're all glued together. They don't. It's not a flush finish, to be honest. So in that sense, it's a bit disappointing. But I've got to be honest with you, I'm just made up. I got it, so I don't really care, to be honest. Now, the Norris Spider, the most fragile movie maniac figure you can get. You will honestly have trouble getting this in its entirety out of packet on eBay. There's bound to be one leg broken off somewhere, and no one really can get blamed for it. There's a little bit of movement in the legs. I'm not going to fiddle about with it, I'm not going to muck around with it, to be honest, for the sake of on camera. But like I say, there is a little bit of movement in there. I guess when they come in packet they might be folded up and you have to unfold them. I don't know, and I'm not going to play with it, I'm sorry. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to start moving these guys around, just for the sake of it. One thing that does bug me is I see a lot of people displaying the figure like that. Can one guys watch the film and find out how he's supposed to be? I mean, I understand his head's supposed to be that way up, but we all know that's how it runs around. In terms of the figure itself, obviously if you just had Norris himself, brilliant, but you've got the Spiderhead Norris as a bonus, so absolutely fantastic. The detail that's gone into this is unbelievable. Don't know if that's picking up on camera much, but absolutely fantastic. All that. Oh, I get worried when any of these move. I get panicky, but there's a lot of articulation there. The little dots or little bumps all in the legs, it's fantastic. I cannot fault it in terms of the sculpt. Someone really done a fantastic job of sculpting this, to be honest. And so lastly we then have Norris himself. Now this, for me, you will be able to get him on eBay. A lot of them have these arms, articulated arms, broken off. There's a little bit of articulation in him, is in both these arms move as well. The neck, there's articulation in the neck there, and all of these can rotate and pivot as well. So when he comes in packet, all these arms are basically pointing in one direction. So to get him into this pose, you obviously got to do a little bit of careful moving around and all that, and I've got to be honest with you, I was hating moving them, to be honest, because I was just so worried that one of them was going to break off at any point. But once you get him with all his arms sticking out, looks absolutely fantastic. Love the fact that he's got fluffy hair on there as well. I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely made up that I've got these figures that finally at long last. As much as I always wanted to complete my collection, I just could not warrant some of the silly prices people were asking. And then obviously you can get someone who understands, you know, okay, fair enough, everybody wants to make as much money as they can, but you can understand that there's a difference between paying a sensible price for them or getting ripped off. And thankfully I finally found someone that you know, understands you know, that some people do take it seriously and some people aren't just trying to make a quick buck. So these will live long in my collection happily, I can promise you that. Fantastic detail going on here. You can see lungs and kidneys, I guess, and things, and intestines all going on there. So, and all obviously bits hanging off as well. I don't know if that's supposed to move like that, but it does. And yeah, like this one here, I don't know if that's supposed to be stuck to the arm, but I'm not going to muck around with it too much, because they're just going to go on my shelf with all my other Movie Maniacs, and I'm just going to love it. So like I say, thanks for watching, thanks for bearing with me getting this part 2 together, because obviously with my videos I like to do a complete set, and I obviously got Series 3 video out there without actually having the whole of Series 3, so like I say, thanks for bearing with me, and obviously appreciate all your comments and messages. Any questions, please obviously leave them and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and obviously please subscribe. Thanks so much guys, take care, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye bye.